Okay, hi everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make these cute canvases that have a painted heart and then an inspirational Cimorelli quote on the inside. The one I'm going to be showing you how to make today is the pink one over there, but you can change it how you want. So this one, the colour was just changed to blue and the lyrics were different. You could change it to however you like it to. And of course, since this is a DIY, I will be giving away a few that I've made at the end, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Okay, so what you're going to need for this tutorial is newspaper to go under the stuff so we don't make a mess, a ruler, scissors, a canvas obviously, any decorations you may like. You don't need them, but I like to use them as they add like a nice final touch. Paper plate, pencil, a sponge brush, a Sharpie and any colours of your choice and a piece of paper. Okay, so the paints that I will be using are a pink and a white acrylic paint. I just got these from my local shop. They were like 95p, not that expensive. The only reason I'm using two is because I'm going to make mine ombre, so it's going to be lighter at the bottom and then darker at the top. So it's going to be a dark pink and then it's going to like fade into a light pink. But you can just do this all one colour, anything really works. And also I got my canvas from the same shop. I got a pack of 4 for like £5. It's just a square, you can get any shape that you want. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to get my paper and fold it in half. This is just to create an equal shape, so I've got my paper. Then I'm going to get my scissors and just cut up and around into a heart shape. So you just want to make half of a heart shape on your paper. Then you can throw away this bit, and then when you open your paper out, you'll get the shape of a heart. Now you need to make sure that your heart fits onto the your canvas, as mine does, as the paper is quite small. But if you have a big canvas, you might want to get a piece of A4 paper, but mine's only A5. So this is not optional, but I've put blue tack on the back of my stencil. This kind of just helps to stick it in place, and so the paint won't go over the edges, and your stencil won't move while you're trying to paint on it. Okay, so then what you're going to want to do is to get your paints and just put a little bit of paint onto your paper plate. Just so you're not wasting it, you can always add more later. So I'm just putting a little bit of pink and a little bit of white. And then keeping them there just in case I will need them later. Okay, so what I like to do first is to go straight in with my pink. Just get a big blob of that on the edge and then just start pressing that onto the canvas. So you just want to take it nice and slow, just being sure that you don't go over the edge and that you are getting it quite equal. You can, obviously, don't have to sponge it, you can pull it as well and be quite neat. So you just want to keep doing that to about halfway down. So as you can see there, I have taken it to about a third down. Then what you want to do is take the same sponge and get a little bit of white on there. And then I like to start from about the middle just to give the colours time to blend a bit, as the pink is darker so it will tend to dominate. And then just spread that about and then start blending it in. So I find it better to drag the darker colour down, just as it does create a nicer effect, and you can always go back in with the pink. Also, you do want to get thick paper, as thin paper it can go through quite easily, and that's something that you don't want for it to leak through, as I figured that out when I first tried this. But I find that quick strokes will work the best. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that. So then once you've done, you just want to peel off your stencil. And as you can see, it is not perfect, and it won't be perfect as the paper was only a guideline, but sometimes the paint does tend to smear around the paper and under the paper. But practice makes perfect, and the more time you spend on it and the slower that you work, the less messy the outer edge will be. Okay, so what you want to do then is to just wait for your paint to dry completely. I find that acrylic paint does dry quite quick. It normally takes about 5-10 minutes tops for it to dry. And it does help if you have a window open just to let fresh and cool air in. It will help air out the paint a lot more. Okay, so once it's dry, and you will be able to tell that it's dry as the wet parts will kind of shimmer in the light. But so acrylic paint will dry matte, and that's when you'll know it's dry. So once it's dry, you need to think of what quote you'd like to put on your canvas. So it could be, obviously because this is a Cimorelli based DIY, but I'm going to do Cimorelli quotes. Okay, so it does look best if you just have 2 lines, as then you can see the heart, the lyrics are inside the heart, and it doesn't fill up the page too much. So I get my ruler, and I'm going to take just a pencil and do a very, very faint line. Just very faint, so you can't see it on camera, but you will be able to see it in person. And I'm just going to do 2 of them. But as you can see the pencil there, but it does rub out, so you can do it. So then I'm taking my Sharpie, and I'm just going to write the lyrics, and the lyrics I will be writing are, "You gave me wings and taught me to fly." And that is from one of their originals, which is called Wings. So you can write it however you want. You could do graffiti, you could do swirly writing. I'm just going to do my original writing, as that's what I'm best at. So okay, so as you can see there, you can not really see that. So as you can see, I started on the outside of I'll move that in a bit. Started on the outside of the heart and worked my way in, and then for the next line I'm going to start inside the heart and work my way out. Okay, so that's my lyrics written. I figured out by the time I got to about me there that I wouldn't be able to fit it all on, but luckily the last word just fit perfectly at the bottom of the heart. So that is okay with me. So I bought these 2 packs. I bought a pack of pink sparkly flowers. Well, I don't really know if you could see that. Pink flowers and a packet of white and black buttons. Okay, so for this part I have picked 4 flowers, and they're in 2 different shades, so I can have them equal in each corner, and 4 white square buttons. They're just to go on top of the flowers, just to make them look a little bit unique, and like they have a bud in the middle. And also I have my super glue, which I will be using to stick them down. You can use any glue you like from wherever you are, as long as it's long lasting and it won't let your flowers fall off when you're hanging your picture up on the wall. Okay, so I've set out how I would like my flowers and how I would like it with the buttons on top. So I'm going to take my first flower and button, take my super glue. Oops, sorry, I'd mind my phone. Just take this and then just put a blob of glue on the back. And then just place it down. So as this super glue does take a while to dry, you do have to hold it down for quite a while, but as I don't have the time to stand and hold it down, I'm just going to be taking one of my Yankee candles and placing it on top of the button and the flower. I normally do it with my paint pots, but I don't have them to hand, and I have a lot of Yankee candles, so I'd use the Yankee candles instead. So then you want to do that to the rest of your flowers, and then wait for the whole thing to dry. And that is the finished product. Obviously you can adapt this to how you want. You can use whatever colour, whatever shape, whatever accessories you like. These you don't have to put on, you could just have the thingy, but I think that these add a little bit of extra touch, and they do make it look a little more girlier and cute. Okay, so to win one of these 2 canvases, this one is a blue one that says "Everything you need is everything you have" on it. This one is a pink one that said "You gave me wings and taught me to fly." So to win one of them, all you need to do is give this video a thumbs up, go and follow me on Twitter, and then tweet the words that are on the screen right now. There will be a copy and paste in the description. The winner will be announced on my Twitter and will be picked from Twitter. So make sure you going into that, and also if you do recreate one of these for yourself, tweet it to me with the hashtag CimorelliDIY. And one final thing, if you do have any ideas that you want me to recreate Cimorelli wise, so it could be a top, a bag, anything that you like, so send me a video, send me a tweet, send me a DM, anything like that, and I will look at them all and try and recreate as many as I can. Okay, so I hope you like this video, and I will see you soon.